DJ Self VIP Saturdays. It's your boy Great Rizzy.
Superstar J.
And we got Queen's finest in the building. Tony Yayo,
yeah,
Lloyd Banks,
yeah,
G, Unit.
Come on, man. How many
man.
Motherfuckers wanted to say that, man?
I've been wanting to say that shit since fucking I don't know when, man.
It's funny that you say that, you bring that up, because I remember the day 50 said that.
How did that happen? How did it come about? Tell us.
We just chilling, man, and you know, because 50 is a funny dude. Like he'll just come up with like a whole chorus getting a haircut or something. Just get the haircut and then go in the booth. But this particular day, man, he just came out of nowhere. Like, yo, I was, playing around. Did that shit. I was like, what the hell is that, yo? And then, in the beginning, it all feel weird. So he's like, yo, come on, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So imagine us on the count of 3. Like, for the first time talking about
And the other, he's like, oh, God.
And next thing I know, niggas in the streets, girls,
gone.
Old ladies.
Yeah.
Right. It was crazy.
Out of here.
That and the Yayo dance. That had to have been.
I don't know where that came from. I used
the
to
two singular crazy.
The funny shit is, I came up with that shit with 50 Cent Marquise, like just playing around and shit.
Wow.
Because I was on a run for the first joint when we was doing in the club and all that shit, and being on MTV. I was on a run. I had my brother's name on the passport. That's why I got locked up for the passport fraud. Yeah, because me and my brother look alike. So I was running on that whole first mixtape tour. That's why I always say, man, it's always fun in the beginning, man, because it's like from going from the hood, like doing the mixtapes in Rosedale in the basement and shit like that. So as far as we got, man, shit is amazing.
15 niggas trying to squeeze their verses.
Yeah,
shit used to be crazy.
So, but like I always say, with Fifth is like with all of y'all knew how to put each verse in.
Right.
Like I think for group wise, like everybody came in at the same time. Like even when Buck came in, it was like, all right, you're going to do this. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. So I want to ask you, Banks, when was the first time you was like, I'm that nigga now?
The first time?
Was it the Victory freestyle? Because let me tell you something. That's actually a lot of people didn't know who Lloyd Banks was.
Right.
So when Lloyd Banks used to play and flexing them, and people were like, yo, that kid Banks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember the moment. I don't forget nothing. Like I remember, I think the Bad News record, that was the first song that I played on the radio. My verse was first. So it was Lloyd Banks and now it's Bad News. Get up, run. I ran, got dressed, went outside, went around the block. Nobody was outside. Never happened.
Everybody outside any other time.
Any other day, you got 20 niggas outside.
You got Fat Shout, all them niggas out.
Oh my God.
That day,
nobody was outside. So I took it a step further. I booked all the way to the boulevard. By the time, my verse over, but he played it a few times. But that was the first time I heard myself on the radio. And I knew it was starting to be on. But yeah, the Cool Tape, the Victory verse, and because I went from being number 12 to immediately 1-2. Like my next mixtapes after that, I was.
That's some Queens shit. The Queens niggas always want their numbers correct.
Yeah, you want to Why at the end of the mixtape, nigga?
I gotta be number 1. I understand. Like if I was doing Love Tape, you might have had somebody from the north side.
Here we go.
But I'm number 2 though. You feel me?
Oh shit.
It feel good though for all these years. I feel like I'm in
north side, south side politics.
Oh yeah. I mean, let me tell you something about Queens, man.
Be honest, I don't even think that exists no more.
What?
Like just
rappers,
when when all that was going on at the time, it was a little confusing. But I go to the north side, I get embraced the same way if I go to Brooklyn or anywhere
mad parts
else.
North Side and all that though.
We turn into legends, man.
The legends. How do you feel like? Do you feel that y'all get the notoriety that we really created this mixtape thing?
I think sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Cause for G Unit, that shit all happened too fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being in jail and fucking niggas is rocking Tony Yayo. This nigga's coming to see me with fucking big rings on. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just been locked up. I mean, it was growing, but being on the island and Fifth sold that $1 million the first week and then sold another $1 million was just like, man, what the fuck is going on? I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta get back into town. But man, look, we hip hop, man. We always love music. Like Fifth always loved music. Like I remember going to the Ave and getting fucking Dirty Harry tapes, getting Grandmaster Vic, getting Dog Time.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Getting Clue. I remember going to the Ave and buying tapes. What's the record shop again we used to go to?
Hot Wax.
Hot Wax. Going to Hot Wax, buying every fucking DJ name, nigga.
Yeah. I gotta think. Tony can really DJ.
Yeah, I
Oh,
could
what?
DJ.
Yeah.
nigga.
The
I heard
motherfucker
this
do
story
this, man.
before.
He did a blend tape with me.
Yo, let me tell you
Nah,
something.
yeah,
I
nice.
bought Ron G number 10. That's all you need to know. I know hip hop. That's a
Oh.
classic.
That's where you get
Ron
the
G number 10, man.
Nigga,
Yeah.
he was DJing
I
and then
copped
I got
that.
shot.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like,
Fuck
that
that, everybody
story.
go outside.
I remember going to parties
Yeah.
like on Rockaway with the Diamonds Gym, Rockaway Twins, Grandmaster
Hold
Vic.
on, it's the Diamonds Gym. Do you understand what that is?
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
parties in a Diamonds
Inside
Gym.
of
Yeah,
the
it's in the
gym,
gym.
right?
And I remember
That was big box shit. Big box of security.
Yeah, I
nigga. That
remember
was the
Box
shit.
on the Projects.
Yeah,
I remember,
right.
Because the wire was like, "Yo, Banks got shot." I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I
Banks
said,
got
"Man,
shot
I
at
said,
that
man,
shit.
come on, man," because everybody, the haters, because Banks shouldn't even been there.
Right.
Been there, but like I said, I had the pistol in my face in the picture, so I was trying to, soak up that love at that time. That's why I tell people, man. Like then that was like when the towers dropped. Now, and I said it in the Double XL article, like ain't no way I was going at that time. Like I knew I wasn't supposed to be there, but I had so much stuff to do, and I ran to the hospital from
Mary Immaculate.
Diamond Gym all the way to
I told I was
Immaculate.
there.
Congratulations, because Mary
Yo,
Immaculate is not a hospital you
Yo,
want to
but
go
hold
to.
on. Why the nigga
Exactly.
came?
Oh yeah.
Why my brother got shot in the foot? So he's screaming and shit. Oh! I'm like, what the fuck? Banks coming in. Yo, I'm shot, yo. I'm like, this nigga come in, shot all
I
smooth.
was more
and
mad
shit.
than
What the
anything,
fuck?
man.
Wow.
Didn't
Man,
know
that's
this
what I'm
nigga
saying,
was
like,
shot.
imagine this shit being over.
Mhm.
That's like the movie Life. You know, he was about to get out and then
Right.
die on
Fucking
the
some
shit.
shit happened again.
I
Yeah.
was more mad at myself.
Mhm.
So
So let's get to the feeling of the first album. When your album
which
dropped.
album?
Your first album.
Solo album.
Yes, your solo album.
First of all,
Because nobody asks that. I mean, that album's a classic.
Mhm.
that-
Hungry for
appreciate
more,
that.
definitely.
This
And he
past
had been
June,
dominating all those mixtapes up to that point.
This past definitely. This past June, June 29th, that was 10 years. 10 years.
10
anniversary
years.
since The Hunger for More came out. It's funny you said that. I feel like it's a classic too. It's also the last male platinum
Tell him.
New York #1
Let
debut
'em know.
album from New York City.
Because it's
So,
him and then it's Nicki, the
it's
last
50,
New York.
Banks, and Nicki.
Right.
So you should think about that next time you go through your names. But I wrote half
Queens.
that album.
Shout out to Queens.
I wrote a lot of that album in my
Queens,
house
Queens.
still, because I was still coming off the road, going right back to the hood and being in that little small room with my twin size bed.
Yeah.
Even today, I don't roll over. But I you know what I'm saying? Like, that kept me grounded.
Oh shit.
And I wrote the other half on the tour bus because we did Beg for Mercy on the bus too. So we was on the Rock the Mic tour with Buster, Jay, Fad. I think Snoop was on there. So many artists, and we would stop whenever we get to like a pit stop or it's 20, 30 motherfuckers on each bus. So a McDonald run might take an hour and a half. Go in the booth. So I'm laying the verse for Popping Them Things and laying the verse for Karma. And then go to another record and, I wrote a lot of it overseas too, but I'll never forget that because I had complete control, creative control. Like 50, it was almost to the point where I was a little nervous. Like, damn, why he not checking to see what I'm doing? And he just had that much, trust in me at that time because I had the mixtapes, like he said. It had so many mixtapes going from before Ye got locked up to even while he was locked up that I was prepped. And it helped me. And that's what I was saying, like, as far as artist development, it's not artist development anymore. So, your man is learning from his homeboys. Like, no, that sound good, boy. And it's way different from being in there watching people like Fifth and being there with M. Because before my solo was made, I was in there with M, Dre, Snoop.
So you had a lot of time to soak all that knowledge up. Look at how all this shit's being put together.
You only get one chance for that first impression, and I know now how important it was for your debut album, because I still do shows off that album.
Right.
Yeah, you do.
12 years later.
Yeah.
Timeless records. I say that all the time.
So somebody like
man.
Kendrick Lamar, they could drop a classic. I feel like his album was a classic, and he could go away for 2 years because it takes 2 years for you to tour in the States and internationally.
Right.
For you to get all that paper and to bounce back. It ain't no such thing as a sophomore jinx. The sophomore jinx is the niggas who sold records, but they ain't sell enough to make the decision whether to drop this year or not. So they're looking at it going, damn, if I don't drop this year, I might not be hot next year. I might
be wiped off that whiteboard.
So it ain't no sophomore jinx. It's just artists who have the luxury to fall back and wait and create another classic, and the artists that want to catch the line.
Because a lot of people don't touch over that border, man. You know what I mean? A lot of artists.
That's the thing about being on Def Jam or something like that. You on there with 12 other artists that all want to drop. It ain't nothing but 12 months. Now you got the wild cards. You got the Kanye's and them people that could just be like, you know what?
I'm coming out today.
A gold album.
Yeah.
School of Banks.
Yeah.
Yep, then it's over for everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you, Yayo,
Right.
I always say, man. Now, how's it feeling about your first album? Because you know this dude, I tell him, you know what I mean. You throw that the So Seductive on.
It was crazy for me because just like I never think we was gonna make it this far and be this big. Like I remember listening to Get Rich or Die Trying and 50 Grandma's crib. Me, Banks, man, niggas just huddled up listening to it like, yo, this shit fire. But not thinking we was gonna be as big as we was. So when the first album dropped, I came home, he held his album up for me to get on Ain't No Click. So I was excited for that.
You got a lot,
big record right there.
Came home and got a lot right back up. I'm like, damn,
it was
crazy.
crazy.
In the
He had the fur on and
that was crazy. No, that was crazy
because
because Sha Money, Fifth, Banks, they came and got me, and then I think the next day Sha Money and my pops. When I got out the feds, they came and got me, and we went straight to the studio.
Because the first time we got picked up was like, it was a big celebration. Right, it was like 8 o'clock. It's like Yayo just got locked back up.
Was cool.
I was like, what the fuck?
Because some stupid ass put the passport in a parole paperwork, so it had my brother's name on it. It's a faulty passport.
I know
somebody
like,
from the office put it in there.
Give me that back.
So I'm handing everything to the PO. It's an envelope that the office made. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. So you don't even know what's in there.
I'm not even knowing that the passport's in there.
So this is the time when you handing everything in. And the PO look.
Yeah, Sheena left it in there. Fuck it, man. Sheena left it in there. Shout to Sheena. She cool. I ain't mad at her. Sheena left it in there. My PO seen it, and he was like, what is this? And I said, no, it's a passport. They just got the wrong name on it. He was like, no, they can't put the wrong name on a passport. It's a government. No, you can't do that. So he went to a supervisor.
What was on your mind then? He was like,
I knew it was going down. I knew it was going down. He took it. He went to a supervisor, and then the U.S. Marshals came and got me. Because after 9/11, having a faulty passport was a federal crime.
Crazy.
After the buildings went down.
What was on your mind, Banks? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
I was tripping because they was giving me a hard time at the joint.
To get a passport.
I was trying to get my passport.
And I got one easier than
my shit was lined up.
So you with this G Unit click, huh? Yeah, hold up.
But it was crazy though. But there's one thing about the unit is like, it was always love from Banks, 50, and M.
But when you recorded your album in the city, right?
Yeah, I recorded most of my album in a condo because me and Banks had a condo. We lived in Battery Park. It was a lot for me. Come from jail. My PO was tight. He got us killed out that bitch.
I used to hate.
We had a doorman,
knocking at the
everything. Because we
like, yo, the PO, I ain't running. I ain't.
You literally, when you step out of our building, you could literally see the Statue of Liberty by the water, and on the other side was the Twin Towers. So my PO, he wasn't feeling that. A nigga just came home living in that shit. You could walk barefoot.
So how was it living with Banks at that time? Because Banks has been through everything. I know
wasn't
Banks
even
was like,
there.
I wasn't there. I come back home, you see first notice. Come back home again, second notice.
Yeah,
next notice. I think we got kicked out on Christmas.
They was trying to kick us out on Christmas, but Theo knew the group. Theo Scott, he knew the dude.
He was on house arrest. So you know how that is. You can't go anywhere. You get anxious. So whatever you do, you're doing it right there.
So
parties every day,
recording.
Fifth stop by, do a record. They joking.
Fifth do record 4 a.m, and I'm the reason why the niggas.
I know the fucking tenant association was like, get this nigga out of here,
yeah, they
man.
want us out of there, man.
Please.
You know what? I'm gonna get into these both albums, and then we're gonna come back and talk some real, you know what I mean?
We gonna go ahead and we gonna speed it up. Yeah.
It's the whole G Unit hour, man. We got Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo in here, the homies and Great Rizzy, DJ Self VIP Saturdays.
You heard?
You know what it is? VIP Saturdays, Superstar J.
Great Rizzy up here, man.
Yo, man, don't feel. Yo, let me tell you something. Because every time some uptown motherfucker come up here,
Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, don't let this motherfucker G you. Let me tell you something. This is the reason why I'm being quiet. Because whenever you get a group of cats that done made it, you on fucking radio. These niggas done ran the airwaves. I'm sitting back and I'm loving this shit. Because this is the way hip hop is supposed to be.
Yeah,
not none of that bullshit that we've been experiencing. And then people say, yo, why can't we be more like the South? Shout out to the South. But this is how hip hop's supposed to be.
And this is monumental because I always talk to Banks, right? And Banks even approached me. He's like, yeah, I heard what you said, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had an interview, and they was asking me, yo, who you cool with? And I was like, G Unit. Like, those are the only people that show me love. Like, Yayo was the person, when I went to the office, it was like, nah, Jay, I see what you're doing. And
Right.
he, you know what I mean? They on the top of the brink right here.
Right.
And it was like, yo, I'm gonna give you these records, I'm gonna host this tape. And then even Banks was like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm gonna give you a new record every week. Didn't stop, but I don't know what happened because I saw I done gave him a couple of nice beats and everything, and then I don't know, 14 different numbers just stopped answering, so I don't know. But that's my man. Yeah.
All the time.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. He did a couple of joints.
Yeah,
But that's my boy right there. You know what I mean? He still think he could beat me in basketball, but
Oh, we gotta see that.
Nah, he can't
I
beat
want
me.
to play you
Thinking
on
it
some
on
bowling
stage.
for the money.
I can beat you in bowling, and I'll beat him in basketball.
Bowling, man.
Nice in bowling too. I'm one of them kids that was just good at whatever I did.
So do we do?
And classic
Front
Lloyd
end,
Banks
you know,
shit.
front end.
This is classic Lloyd Banks shit right here.
Yo, man.
Oh, shit.
I'm a writer. Bag mad bitches.
Let's talk.
My life was great.
Hold on, Gray. Let's talk about the bitches. How many bitches y'all put on, man? Because a lot of you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Y'all started
yeah.
these model bitches, man.
Man,
This
it
is
was
true.
It's because of you.
No,
I ain't
you
gonna
know,
front.
you
You
know
ain't
what?
co-signing
You
that
know,
lie.
This is true.
I was
You know
against
what's
all
crazy,
of
Don't
them.
be
yo?
humble about this, Yayo. This is true.
No. Listen,
It's because of you that we got these fucking
Listen.
bartender bitches.
in 205,
Getting booked.
right? Buffy the Body was the first girl I seen with a mega fat ass. It wasn't like that. Now it's like it's common. Everywhere you go, you see a fat ass.
Yeah, Dominican. Everybody got Dominican
Everywhere
bodies.
you go. So now
we
it's
gonna
like,
ask about you too.
oh man.
All the girls got Dominican bodies.
So now it's like it's common to see a fat ass. It's not even really. It's still a big deal, but you know what I mean. You see a fat ass every time.
I think you should have signed all those bitches that you put on.
We
man.
should have had, man. Buffy. Who else? Lola, right?
Lola Love.
She did a lot of videos. Who else? The list
And you know what was
goes on.
crazy? They thought you was dealing with everybody that was in the video. So you had to deal with that for like the whole time that the video was out.
I don't know about you, Banks. You might have been fucking everybody that was in the video.
Yo, you crazy? You know what's
Not
crazy?
everybody.
We got some casting footage of some people you would
Yo,
be
if I show you
surprised.
this tape,
I don't want to say no names, but I got some tapes to show you castings
Yeah,
of a
they
lot of chicks that
dropping, twerking, all
crazy.
Going
You'll be
wild.
Same
surprised
girls
who's
right
on
now
it.
that they
On the
lusting
casting
over
tapes.
or on Instagram and all that.
Right.
Wow, man.
So-
Not surprising and shit, man.
Right.
But let's talk about I feel like this memory lane we done went through. Now I'm up to speed.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about going through the middle of everything, man. So we got the success going on. Everything is going well.
Right.
And now we got some I guess in all families, there's a little rocky period or something like that. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Talk to us about that. Like how it's like people you didn't really leave, but you kind of went off and did your own things for a second. What was that like?
On me?
Yeah, either one.
Um,
Let's start with you, Banks.
Matter of fact, hold on, Banks. I'm gonna start with this guy because we both follow each other on
Yo,
Instagram,
listen.
right? So no, because this is the guy that gets up 8 o'clock in the morning. Come on, I see your face, man.
Yo,
You
listen.
getting kind of mad that I'm getting to what's going to get to it. Now,
Tell the
boom,
backstory.
boom, understand? 8 o'clock in the morning. Yayo says some crazy thing about Fifth. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
Right.
What's up with this dude?
Right.
Because this is a dude that calls me 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I said, this can't be Yayo.
Right.
So, as soon as it hits, it's hitting all the webs and all this. And I'm like, this
Right.
cannot be Yayo at all.
Right.
And then,
It was me. I mean, 50's crazy, man.
You're crazy.
Nah, 50's. He's our brother, but that nigga's really crazy, man. Like something's really wrong with that nigga. So it just got to a point where I just got fed up, man. It's like, he wasn't talking to Blue over some bullshit. It really wasn't nothing. But it's like when you talking to Fifth, all he hear is him, and that's it.
Okay.
So it was just like, man, I just got frustrated, man. I did get emotional on IG. That's why I say Instagram is
I
a
was
gift.
just with you in a video
Listen,
a month ago.
listen, I know.
It was that quick.
But
Yes, that's what I'm trying. That's why I had to cut you off.
But this is
'cause
why I tell you, that's always gonna be my brother. It's not like I said, fuck this nigga, he's a bitch ass nigga. It
But
wasn't
it's
that.
Tony Yayo.
I said, yo, Fifth don't rock with me and Banks. That's all I said, right?
Now,
That's right.
Threw me under
I
this.
said, look, Fifth
Now I'm
don't.
looking like the
Look,
nigga got the back.
But look, this is
Yo, Banks, come on
Listen.
out, man. They
But
got us,
listen.
man. They got us, man.
But
The
listen.
cops are here.
Now-
Come on, man.
Fuck that. Tell
Now,
him
but
everything
listen,
you said.
now listen. This is me talking to a fan, right? Because people are saying, yo, Fifth don't really rock with y'all,
Tony
right?
Yayo talking to a thing.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
Trying to make it regular. It's not.
So
regular.
look, it's me talking to a fan.
Right.
do you understand that you're really a superstar out here, man?
Sometimes I forget, man. A lot of times I don't really care about this industry shit. I'm not like
Yay.
I feel blessed more than anything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I come from 134 Southside Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
I
out
see
to
niggas.
134.
Definitely.
Yep.
So a lot of niggas that we was in the street with, I'm gonna keep it real, is doing the same thing that they was doing before we left. So I feel like I'm blessed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I can take care of my kids.
Mhm.
I got a couple of houses.
Mhm.
I had all kinds of cars. Flew the world. I don't really let the industry shit stress me out. Rest in peace to people like Hervé from Interscope. A guy that, you know, ran around, and it felt like the industry. I learned that from early. It felt like the industry stress took him down because it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of shit you got to deal with. You got to be in a. I remember a long time ago when Fifth had a meeting with Diddy.
Yeah.
And the nigga Diddy said, yo, niggas hate rappers. And in my mind, I was like, and niggas was like, why? Because niggas have bank accounts, Bentleys, and bitches.
Yep.
So you got fake friends you got to worry about. You got certain DJs might have a person who might not want to play his shit. You got radio personalities that might not like you. You got fucking gossip lines. You got trollers on Instagram. You got trollers on Twitter. It's not an easy job to be public property. Everybody thinks it's easy, man.
Yeah. It's easy. It's more easier to be on that child line in Rikers Island, my man.
Yeah, you're right.
You've been through it. That's why I was like, I'm
right.
like, you have thick skin.
That's
I'm
why
like,
I say I feel blessed. I feel more blessed than anything to come home to something. You know what I'm saying? So I feel more blessed. I don't let the industry shit get to me. But at that point, when I got at Fifth on that IG shit, yeah, it was the industry shit getting to me. Niggas wasn't talking. It felt like people wasn't fucking with me. A lot of fake friends wasn't around no more. You know, everybody goes away when they don't hear you spinning on the radio. That's the game. But you know, you live and you learn that you can't get emotional in this business because it's nothing personal. It's just business.
Facts.
Nobody, you can't expect that niggas that's on your label is your friends or niggas that work in the office is your friends. No.
What about you, Banks? Because you always keep your composure.
Always.
All the time.
Look, he keeping his composure now, but me and him is night and day, nigga.
Yeah, nah, we know what it is. That's why he dragged you. Yo, if I catch this body, we all gonna catch it. So how did you keep your composure? Because it's been a long time that everybody been making up fake riffs about you and Fifth.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just my personality, who I am. I came into the game this way, and it ain't even just with Fifth. It's with anybody.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. And I always say this: do you feel that you're not labeled as one of the top? For me, I feel like he's top 10 in New York City.
Gotta put him up there.
because of his because of your personality. And I always say that to him because it takes millions of years for him to do drops.
Popularity,
not popularity, but just you. Like you said before, I'm the only artist from New York that's platinum, and nobody mentions like Lloyd Banks is one of the top tier artists.
I gotta say, I'm top 2 though.
So who's number 1?
The motherfucker who could beat me. Until then, I'm top 2.
Okay.
MC wise, lyricist wise, can't nobody fuck with me. And I've been humbled for a long time. Can't nobody fuck.
You know, this is the first time I've ever really heard this from you, though.
But
Like, I think sometimes people have this idea that you're so super laid back. Like you said, I've been an athlete all this time. I'm just good at everything, right? Like, I think people feel like you so laid back. That's why you haven't gotten that listing.
Guess what?
And I'm glad to hear this shit right now because I think the city done thought this shit for a long time.
Right.
Yo, you see my man? He got worried. I am top 2.
You know
You're
what's
fucking
the funny
right.
part about it though? Like when people say they don't know if you got where you want to go. How you know where I want to go? How you know what I aspire to be in 5 years? You don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what type of books I'm reading. You think I'm just reading hip hop publication?
Yeah.
You don't know what I want to do with the rest of my life. You don't know the reasons why I stay out of the media. Just look what Mace went to go do the church thing. What everybody said. You can't do church and rap at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And not only that, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want to be at the awards.
Okay.
I don't want to be at the Knick game. I'm a Knick fan since a little boy. But I'd rather be in my crib where I could throw shit and not be on TV.
Fucking right.
Everybody
We've been throwing shit for a long time.
Not me.
These motherfuckers.
And understand. I always say this about Banks because me and him have conversations. I'm like, you don't know him because when you know him, you get to love him because his personality, jokes, everything.
Most
you know what I mean?
definitely, but look where we come from, Jay.
Facts.
We came in the game, we was security. We didn't have no security.
Right.
I didn't know who was who. So you're going to be a little like hesitant at first, not knowing people, and then guess what? after you go around, right, and you shake everybody's hand, with the exception of the Superstar J's and the K-Slaves and, you know, and the few that kept it real, you get the motherfuckers that be like, oh, see, your album came out yesterday. Oh, that's good, guy. You were in town. All right, nice to see you. All right, see you next time. And it's over. And it went from being our interview to that. So you start seeing like some shit is just politics.
You like,
it's
what
over
the
your
fuck?
head. You're just out of your control. I'm nice. I'm gonna show up. Look at son off the Seahawks.
Talking about
What's my
Percy
man?
Harvin.
Sherman?
No. Son, the running back.
Lynch. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, he don't do interviews.
He sat that nigga down 5 minutes. He didn't say nothing. Except, is it time to go?
Yeah.
And then look what he do. He show up.
Yeah.
That's the era I come from. I show up. All that other shit is lack of. You do all that other shit because you don't got a record.
Okay. Well,
Right or wrong? Niggas take girls to the red carpet. Why? Because they don't got a record.
So you know what? We're gonna get into this record. Change. Can we get into that?
Yeah,
Change,
change.
yeah.
That's my record right
This has
there.
a lot to do with what was going on throughout the time we was talking about. A lot of people change, friends,
Niggas who
people in the
change
industry.
on you.
And you know, our goal is to change them back.
Let's get it, baby.
Yeah. VIP. Yo, it's VIP Saturdays. It's your boy Gray Rizzy.
Superstar J, I got my homies in here, man.
Queens is in the building.
Units in the
South
building.
side up.
Yeah, man.
I think we get the hate because we won too much, man.
Most definitely.
We was winning too much, and you know.
They're still winning, man.
No, I'm not saying we not winning
Yeah,
now,
we pop.
but what I'm
Niggas-
saying is like,
we pop
man,
most shit, but we pop shit.
we popped a
Too.
lot of shit and had a lot of beef.
And we had so many artists on the label. It wasn't like we didn't want to work with nobody. You just gotta understand. Like, look at I can't even compare nobody. But when we came in, we had a long list of, you know, artists from Shady Aftermath, artists. It was like, why? I didn't have to go nowhere else.
Yeah.
We had
Everybody was there. Yeah.
I had Buck, I got Ye, I got
Yeah.
Snoop over here. You had at the time you had Game, you got Fifth over here. It was so many different options. M, he always, you know, put his touch on some of my projects and stuff. So we never really had the need to reach out like that. It wasn't like we didn't want to work. We just had so much shit going with the brand at the time.
Right.
So I think a lot of people, you rub somebody the wrong way every day. You know what I'm saying? Like these records that have been sent to me, and I might have turned down just because we was G Unit.
Right.
It was a time where you couldn't be G Unit and stand next to B2K.
Yeah.
But nowadays, a nigga could just take the check.
Right.
Because they understand it's about the check. But everything, and I think we made it believable for motherfuckers in the hood to feel like they could do it as friends.
Right.
Yeah.
All them other groups was put together, like Wu-Tang and stuff. Some of them was friends. But
That's
I
what
think the
people liked about
camaraderie
the
we
unit,
had
yeah.
is what made G-Unit pop the way it did. It was the fact that them niggas hold each other down. They from the same neighborhood. And they riding
Facts.
together regardless of what.
Right.
And then you had some scary moments, man. Because I know
a lot of
You wouldn't have
scary
been here.
moments, man.
dealing
We
with
wouldn't have
them,
been here.
man.
If we got pulled over one time, we
A
wouldn't
lot
have been
of
here
scary
today.
moments still.
Wow.
Still to this day.
So the new album's out. I mean the EP.
The EP is
Right.
all the beauty of independence.
Okay, now are we getting another EP or are y'all doing the solo things?
The beat should be coming on, I think, end of November, early December.
Is that a compilation of y'all again? The whole
Another
G-Unit?
EP. EP's
It's
like
gonna be
6,
another
7
six-song
songs.
EP.
Yeah.
So the beauty of independence, the beats is G-Unit. You know, put it together.
Okay.
Mixtape.
So what's up with that? What's up with y'all albums right now?
We working. I mean, I got a studio in my house. We got a studio, so we just,
Banks, I know you got like 400 songs.
Yeah, I never stopped. I left the studio to come here. I never stopped working. Right now, I'm working on about 3 different projects. My next solo album. I don't want to put a name out there yet. The Cold Corner 3, and something else.
Is that the mixtape you putting out?
Yeah.
Are you still gonna put out mixtapes? Because that's what I wanted to ask. Because
Yeah, but you're gonna buy it this time.
okay,
Yeah. That's why I was working that hard. Like I said in another interview, I put out 5 mixtapes in 1 year. And that's the 5 mixtapes before I dropped Beamer Benson Benson. So when people be like, yo, I understand it take work. You can't just dip away. I think that's why people be mad at me, Jay, because they be like, yo, but I understood I'm public property, but I've been doing this for over a decade.
so you like, yo,
I wanna do
we
it.
created this mixtapes. We're selling them shits now.
Nigga.
I got my pass.
Nigga, look how many artists you accepted for 1 summer. He made you feel good for 1 summer. I ain't even got a girl. I don't got no kids, no girl, never had one, nothing because of my music. I gave my 20s to my friends and my family and my fans. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
So now it's like I got to do what makes me happy as a man. Like all that other shit,
Right.
what you want to see me do, that's fine. I've never been the type to. If Instagram was around when I dropped, niggas would not like me for real.
Slack over with Gunplay. I put up a Floyd Mayweather 50 pick, and I think that's when he was with Raw Sons. You know, and
Right.
motherfuckers was sitting me. He hit me like, and I was like, man, I'm not one of these DJs, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he respected it. I don't think it's the beef. I just think personally, like, what do you mean, success wise, or your record's not getting played?
I'm just thinking of beef in general. Like, I just feel like sometimes people don't look at the music; they look at the drama. But think about all the good music we put out.
I mean, I look at the music.
Don't look at the artists we beat up or did something to. Look at the good music that we put out.
Look at Banks like, okay.
No, I'm
That,
just
but
saying.
you know what you're saying. Think about this.
Like,
This is like
cause
when you.
see, people only see one thing all the time. Like with the Gunplay nigga at them awards, that nigga was out of bounds. Like, nigga, we
crossed that
about
line?
to walk to stage and he's by the steps where he's not supposed to be. It wasn't like niggas just ran up on him and popped on him. We walking up the steps. Niggas say 50, you gotta walk. Let's go. And that nigga's by the steps. So you're a threat.
Yeah.
You're a threat. Right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wasn't there, man. So personally,
Right. So
it looked like he was a threat.
Yeah, you was
know
a
what
threat.
I mean?
You by the steps. You standing there. You're not supposed to be there. Point blank. Period. It wasn't nothing personal or no.
Do you feel the
Not
beef
crazy.
hurt y'all sometimes?
I feel like sometimes, yeah.
Was it some
Because
artists?
it just be a whole bunch of list of niggas that just be like, nah, don't fuck with them niggas. Nah, don't fuck with them niggas. Them
That
niggas.
shit come with it.
Them
man.
niggas. But it is what it is.
Like,
That
it is
shit
what-
come with it.
And then look, the same niggas will kiss 50 ass when he here. They'll kiss his ass and they won't play Yayo shit. Nah, we really don't like Fifth, but he got multi-million, so we gonna be cool with him. It's the industry shit. We gonna be cool. Mike can get something out the nigga.
It's the business
But
of music.
Yayo,
Business of music.
we ain't
Yeah.
gonna play that Yayo record. We ain't fucking with him.
Nah, because the lights can
You know
go
what
out.
I'm saying? You
Plus
know
the
what I mean?
machine we was playing with.
Yeah,
The
so-
Interscope machine. Remember that time? So other artists that don't have the same leverage, the same.
Y'all
ego
ran
on
the
their
building,
label,
man.
you feeling wild. Like I said, you sitting there waiting, and you got this nigga telling you what your situation is. You
Right.
as an artist,
Right.
he done went from an artist himself to telling you what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You sitting over there, you ain't never coming out. So even what he did on Victory, niggas ain't never gonna leave the hood.
You had to
I
take
didn't
it.
know who that was towards, but the whole hood thought it was towards them. Like,
Cause I got,
whoever
man,
was
listen,
around
I know
was
who
like,
it was towards.
it wasn't
listen.
towards nobody.
I know who it was towards.
I got,
he was
yo,
feeling
listen,
it was
I got
towards, it was
stories.
towards
You know what I think was the craziest shit for me? My album first dropped,
Mhm.
and I'm with his man, Nelson. I'm gonna say his name. It's nothing negative. I'm with Nelson,
Shout out to Nels.
right? So we go to because I could write a fucking book about this industry shit. I'm dead serious, but I wouldn't do it because I don't want to do it. But we go to radio. So he like, yo, you gonna we about to go see DJ Khaled. So I'm like, yo, you serious, nigga? Like DJ Khaled, we about to go to his show? Yeah, he playing the record. We gonna go up there.
I remember this.
Go up there,
Then
man.
you put your hand out or something, and he
Put my hand out. It was a whole bunch of drama, but it'd be shit like that. Like, so that right there affected my record play in fucking Miami over the drama. I'm not saying that I care because it's my bet. I laid in it, but shit like that trickle down when niggas ain't want to play records.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Would you, if this was like some regular street shit, would you have still offered your hand?
I didn't want to offer my hand. It was Nelson. He said the nigga was playing the record, and you know everything went sour after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Right.
to say what happened, but shit got a little crazy. You know what I mean? And that was it. I ain't get no plays out there, no record spins, no nothing.